mid number 6. So first, middle meningeal artery is a branch. They ask you this, you should know if whether they ask or they don't ask you. This is a branch from internal iliac artery that supply the meninges. So please, what are meninges?
Meninges, there are 3: arachnoid, dura mater, and all this life. Pia mater, dura mater, arachnoid.
So the branch of this internal iliac carotid. Thank God that I saw it before we go far. It is carotid, internal carotid artery. So this one, it supplies this one, and now the question is asking. So primarily, you should focus your attention into the question. Anatomical surgical substantiation of the exposure of the middle meningeal artery. So now, what they are saying here, what you are going to have to think about is what thing they call circle of Willis.
Circle of Willis.
Okay, so this circle of Willis, this is the structure that is formed. The structure
network of the blood.
Okay, so what it means, circle of Willis. Now, if they say circle, it means something like this, right?
Yeah.
And then this circle of Willis is actually formed by connection between different forms of arterial supply to the brain. Some of them come from most of them, they come from the internal carotid artery. So this internal carotid artery is the one that is going to bring two branches. It will bring middle meningeal artery, and it's going to also bring a branch that will go forward and will produce an anterior cerebral artery. So this anterior cerebral artery, I think I should make it like this. Anterior cerebral artery is the one that supplies the brain, the frontal part of the brain. You understand? It supplies the frontal part of the brain. And then middle meningeal artery is one of the 3 branches that come from the internal carotid artery. You understand? It will give 3 branches. 1, 2, 3. So this is superior, middle, and inferior. You understand?
It's internal carotid artery, yeah.
Yeah. Internal carotid artery, and it gives anterior cerebral. But now also there is another branch of the artery that comes from the vertebral artery. So vertebral artery is the one that is now going to give posterior cerebral artery.
Posterior cerebral artery.
Now it's relating to these 3: anterior cerebral, posterior cerebral, meningeal artery, middle meningeal artery. All these 3, you see. I just want to give an example of it. So here we have the anterior cerebral. You understand? Posterior cerebral, then middle meningeal. You understand it? So anterior meningeal is from the branch of the anterior cerebral. Posterior meningeal is from, you understand? This one will supply the meninges in the frontal bone.
Yeah.
This one will supply the meninges in the occipital bone. And then this one will supply the meninges in the parietal and temporal bone. Yeah, but it is what in this question for this one, just remember this
Circle
circle
of
of
Willis.
Willis, and then the question they ask you is exposure of the middle meningeal artery. You understand? Middle meningeal artery. So, and then since you already know that middle meningeal artery, if you want to assess the middle meningeal artery, you can see what I have said. This is frontal. This is occipital. Which bone are we going to cut if we want to expose, if we want to open middle meningeal artery? Which bone?
This is what, Mansur? The system parietal. No, it is back here, yeah?
Okay.
This is here, okay. This is what, this is temporal.
Okay.
Temporal, occipital, parietal.
Okay.
No, I forgot, Mansur.
It is here, yeah. It is, this one is parietal.
Mansur, I've done.
It is parietal. And then they have asked you that how can you expose the bone? Then the answer is the parietal bone. As they ask about anatomical surgical substantiation of the exposure of the middle meningeal artery. So if you want to assess this one, since they have asked about the anatomy and surgical substantiation of the exposure, then you are going to let them know that since meningeal artery is a branch of the internal carotid artery that supply the middle meningeal artery, then the exposure of it is going to be carried on by making a cut on the parietal bone. It is as simple as that.
Mansur, wait a minute. Mansur, can Mansur write another drop photo?
That's 17. What do you say?
Mansur, can you Mansur draw another here? Hey, Mansur, in this here really I didn't understand.
Okay.
Mansur, write.
What do you want to do?
Mansur, draw here like that. Then I understand what you are doing.
Okay. So here, this is where you have the middle meningeal artery.
Middle meningeal artery.
And then they ask in this question that if I want to, this is your head now. From here, if anything is wrong with the middle meningeal artery, I cannot do anything.
Yeah.
I need to open the head.
Oh, yeah.
Which part of the head would you open?
To meningeal?
So then this part of the bone, this one is what?
This is hospital.
And this one?
Parietal. No, frontal.
And this one?
Temporal.
So here?
Parietal bone.
So it means that you are going to cut through the parietal bone to open.
To assess.
Yes, that is what they are asking.
This is the question.
You understand it now?
Yeah, I understand that. From the structure. The circle of the Mansur, the circle of the Willis, why I should mention?
Because if you don't know circle of Willis now, how would you? I have told you that anterior part of this of the head, we have cerebral artery, right? Cerebral artery.
Cerebral artery.
Anterior. Yeah, we have posterior. We have
middle.
Middle.
I forgot. Most cerebral. What does it mean?
Brain. Okay. So now in this part of this middle cerebral, we have also branches that go to the this one supplies the brain, right? This one supplies the brain.
Anterior and middle, yeah, they all supply.
But now we want to talk about which one supplies the meninges. So this middle cerebral give a branch that supplies the meningeal.
Middle cerebral artery. Yeah.
Since they have said it is middle meningeal artery, it is from the middle cerebral artery. And then all of this one, they are going to form a circle because from the back, from here, the cervical artery is coming.
So what?
Cervical artery. Cervical means neck.
Neck
artery. Blood that artery that come from the neck. And then also we have here internal carotid. Internal carotid. So internal carotid we enter, and it's going to give a branch that will go like this, that will go like this, and that will come like this. But now see, this is the branch of the internal carotid supplying here. This is also part of the internal carotid supplying here. But from here, cervical artery, it's going to bring what we call posterior cerebral. Posterior cerebral. See, posterior cerebral is now going to join this one and this one together. So everything becomes like circle. This is what they call circle of Willis. So if you want to talk about circle of Willis, you should know what forms circle of Willis. anterior cerebral, middle cerebral, and posterior cerebral. It is from this branch that now they ask about the middle meningeal artery, which comes from the middle cerebral artery. Middle cerebral artery is a branch from the internal carotid artery.
Correct. But